Israel said Sunday it would hit Gaza with significant attacks after it split Gaza in two. After America's top diplomat pressed Palestinians on a Middle East tour focused humanitarian aid, Army spokesman Daniel Hagari said Israeli forces are surrounding Gaza City. There is now a southern Gaza and a northern Gaza. He spoke after the U.S. Secretary of State visited the occupied West Bank, Iraq and Cyprus Sunday. A whirlwind tour focused aiding besieged civilians in Gaza and preventing attacks American troops by Iran-backed groups in response to Israel's Gaza war. Blinken met with Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas, who condemned what he called genocide in Gaza. The health ministry in the Hamas-ruled region said at least 9,770 people, mostly civilians, had been killed in more than 4 weeks of war, with Gaza's telecommunications cut off for a third time. Washington has rejected calls for a ceasefire and supported Israel's bid to crush Hamas, which carried out the worst attack in the country's history on October 7, killing more than 1,400 people, mostly civilians, and capturing 240 others. According to Israeli officials, there are hostages. Global concern grew over the rising death toll in Gaza, but Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu once again promised there will be no ceasefire until the hostages are returned. They should take that out of their vocabulary. We say this to our enemies and our friends, the veteran right-wing prime minister said after meeting soldiers at an airbase. We will continue until we win. We have no other alternative. Footage released by the army showed soldiers engaging in house-to-house firefights as tanks and armored bulldozers advanced across the sand on Sunday. This strike is like an earthquake, Gaza City resident Alaa Abu Hasera said in a devastated area where entire blocks had been reduced to rubble. Israel has distributed leaflets and sent text messages to Palestinian civilians in northern Gaza, urging them to move south. But a U.S. official said on Saturday that at least 350,000 civilians remained in what is now an urban war zone. The official Palestinian news agency, Wafa, said Abbas condemned the genocide and destruction suffered by our Palestinian people in Gaza at hands of the Israeli war machine, disregarding principles of international law. Stop extreme violence. Israel has brutally battered Gaza and destroyed entire city blocks in its war to destroy Hamas. Right now, parents in Gaza don't know if they will be able to feed their children today or even survive to see tomorrow, said Cindy McCain, head of the World Food Program. Last week, Blinken told a Senate hearing that Abbas Palestinian Authority should take back control of Gaza. After the war, it currently has only limited autonomy in parts of the West Bank, and Netanyahu has long sought to set that aside. The Palestinian Authority can return to power in Gaza in the future only if a comprehensive political solution to the Israeli